Super.
Okay. So we're live. Let's get welcome everyone to a new episode of our leadership series. Today with me, I have an incredible, beautiful, amazing guest, Deeksha Ahuja, connecting from India. Welcome, my dear.
Dr. Hynd, thank you so much. And it's such a pleasure to be here. And I want to return the compliments to you. What a grand, magnanimous, and a beautiful person you are.
It's the same. It's going to be a beautiful conversation. We started already having incredible talk and discussion before. And I'm like, wait. This is all too beautiful. Let's put it on stage. Deeksha, you're an incredible woman because you started a tech company where in the time where it was all male dominated, yet you believed in yourself and you made it work and you created it. This is like 15 years ago. So can you tell us how it all started and what's encouraged you and what boldness, where did you find that boldness to do that?
I think inspiration came to me in the form of two things. One was, when I was in my college, I, did a lot of internships like everyone else. And I realized I don't want to work for anybody. I want to build my own business and I really want to create impact, rather than sitting in a cozy office. What can I really do with my time that creates impact? And my first company was in the education space because my mom's been an educator for 30 years and I saw that passion that she had to bring about a change. So, you can say the inspiration to bring about change was the first one. And the second inspiration was my mom. I really looked up to her. She's an amazing lady. She's been an educator all through her life. And, even after 30 years, her students remember her so fondly. So for me, I feel like she inspired me to do more and to do better. And that's when I took the plunge.
So we send a lot of love to your mom and to every mother that inspires their daughter because of the incredible work she does and her passion, usually to transcend.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
That's really
Absolutely.
nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know it's one of those things where you look back and a lot of people ask you, why did you start, how did you start, and when you really start, there's just a fire and a awakening inside you, and then later when you introspect, you get to know, okay, this is the reason I did this, and this is exactly how my life was, supposed to pan out. And I'm saying this to you, Dr. Hynd, today because today, 15 years later, after having built, three businesses, and the most recent one is a one that helps a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs that are women. I just want to say, I meet so many entrepreneurs, and sometimes the journey of beginning can be tough, but I always tell them, I said, just go with it, right? Sometimes you're just supposed to be on that journey, and with time, it'll unfold the way that it
I
is
love that.
meant.
It's true. It's so true. It's like just take the first step, go into the movement with actions. I agree. Don't wait for the perfect time or perfect whatever it is.
It's not.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
perfect time is when you're ready, right? I think you are the perfect in the time, and you'll make that time perfect.
Yes, I love that. That's so true. You are the perfect in the time. So just go grab it. Like, don't mix the two words in a difference, you know. You have to do them probably in the right order. Yeah.
Absolutely correct.
That's
Yes.
incredible. But I love the way you're speaking because you say it, because we always need an inspiration, something that sparks that light in us. And it
Yeah.
could be the closest person to us. And sometimes we dismiss it. Yeah. But when you follow it, you can be surprised by what you can create yourself.
Absolutely. And I also feel like inspiration is like time, it evolves. So,
Mm.
in my first company, the inspiration was, the impact and what I wanted to do in education because I'd seen my mom. And, when I was launching Incubay, right, which is my current company,
When did you
um,
start Incubate? When did you start?
I launched Incubay in 2020, so about 5.5 years
It was
ago.
like in the midst of COVID.
Oh my God, yes, it was COVID,
Yeah.
and the whole world is on the brink of
Yeah.
uncertainty.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the perfect time to launch
Wow.
something
Yeah.
because people always need something to believe in. They always need something to meet other people at, right? And I think especially a lot of women over the world were uniting because
Mhm.
suddenly we were all coming together online,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
Boundaries, countries, distances didn't matter. Like today, I know you're sitting in Morocco, which
I
is
am.
to visit you.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in
You're
India.
all the way in
Yeah,
India.
but we're talking, we're connecting, our
And a lot of
ideology
people are watching us from all around the world. That's the incredible
is, right?
beauty of these digital platforms. Yes.
That's what. And when I thought about it to myself, I said, I can connect so many women and bring so many of these folks who are building businesses together, right? Using digital. So why not? This is the
Yes.
perfect thing to do.
Wow, I love that. So you are really pioneering. It's like the beginning. It's almost like everybody start to feel like it's okay to connect through digital, and Incubate came in.
Yes,
Well
absolutely.
done. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, really. So what how did you how did you conceptualize it? Is it
Yeah.
still today a platform that gets people together? What is it? Tell us what it means.
Yeah. So I'll tell you the evolution, right?
Mhm.
I started Incubay as a platform and a network that would really support female entrepreneurs, right, in their journeys of building, scaling, and funding businesses. Because when I was that solo female entrepreneur, it was hard, it was lonely, and
It
just
is.
getting access to, the right kind of people, customers, funding was tough. And I didn't want the same challenges to be faced by other women who were launching businesses, right?
Wow.
So Incubase started as a network that brought together all stakeholders in the startup ecosystem under one platform and gave access of those to female founders, right? So whether these are corporates, these are mentors, these are investors, governments.
Mm.
Today, we're about 10,000 stakeholders strong across
Wow, that's
six countries.
incredible.
Yes, yes.
Well
Um,
done. That's
Thank
big.
you. Yeah.
Really.
And the ethos has always been I started with a very strong message that entrepreneurship has no gender, has no nationality, has no religion,
I
right?
agree. It's beyond
Um,
borders. It's
it's
all
beyond borders. It's absolutely borderless. It's genderless.
absolutely. Yes.
You know?
I agree. I
So
love
how do we make it that inclusive, right? And today, 5 years, 5.5 years later, we have to a large extent been able to, bring that change in at least this part of the world where we've worked with about 7,500 women in India. We've helped them raise upwards of $10 million, but also opened up global markets to them, right? Whether it's Middle East, Europe, US, Singapore. And
that.
today that's what I wish to do that, wherever there are global forums of thought leadership, of business tycoons, of capital coming together, men and women equally need to
Mhm.
be represented and part of those conversations.
That's true. Yeah. And I agree because a lot of talk is about women and putting them forward and helping women become entrepreneurs, but it has to be together because even the service base, the client base, they're the all of them. Yeah. Great.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. And you realize some of the most successful companies are the ones that have a balanced sort of ratio of men is to women, both in leadership and across the rungs, right?
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Innovation is at its best when there's diversity. There's no other way to it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it goes both ways, because whether it is a subject that is cross everyone or it is a subject specifically for women, it's interesting and very, valuable to invite
Yeah,
other ideas from someone else. Yeah.
absolutely,
Mm.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
that's what
Yeah,
the
great to see
network
you.
does.
Thank you. That's nice. You see, great to see girl boss power. It is. Well, we say hello to your niece. That's
You tell
sweet.
your niece that the world is her playground and she should dream as big. And people like us, Dr. Hind and myself, are there to support her dreams.
Absolutely. Ah, that is the lovely. Yes. Thank you,
Yes.
Siha, for being with us. Yes, idea of balance. It is about balancing. And I think your approach to encouraging and helping entrepreneurs by creating a platform that has it all, it's just the most beautiful thing I heard this morning. So it's just perfect, because that is about balancing. So tell me how it started in terms of the mission and the vision, and what do you do today? I know you organize an incredible forum and meetings and connections around the world. So tell us about it.
Yeah. So, the start was a very simple idea that I had 5.5 years ago, where I said, okay, women need access to knowledge, which will give them opportunities and ideas.
Mhm.
They need knowledge, they need access to good networks that will help them build the business when they're starting, and capital money, because that's what you actually need, right, as a foundation for any business.
So you need access to knowledge,
Yes,
you need
networks
network, and money.
and money,
And
right? It was
yeah.
Yeah, it was a super simple idea because when you give them access to these three things, they are by default going to be able to build something very successful and scalable, right? It's like, as I give this example to a lot of people today, if I'm a guy, right, and I want to start a business, I'll call five of my friends, we'll meet. Someone has funded the business, someone has given me business, someone has referred me, right? As women, we've come to be part of professional networks only in the last 10 or 15 years, right? So
Mm,
we don't have those strong networks, so hence we need to create and give access of that to women, right?
yes.
And in 2020, in COVID, right, we launched a program
Mhm.
to help women to, kind of scale their businesses and even to give them some capital if the ideas were good.
Mm.
And we announced it all over, LinkedIn and, our mailers and everything. And I thought, yeah, maybe like, 50 women will apply. Great. 500 women applied for the program in less than
Oh,
a month. And
what?
I was like, this is huge. There are
It
so I
is.
there were so many women who were building businesses and who needed this sort of access, right?
That's incredible.
Yeah,
That is beyond, like, when you expect something and suddenly the universe is like, you know what? Let me help you now. Let's get more. I love that.
exactly,
That's
exactly.
incredible.
So
And
for
so,
me,
did
that
you have the capacity to absorb the 500?
no. So that's what we did, right? So that's when I thought, I said, and the program had capacity to take 30 women only. That's how we had
Wow.
structured it. But
Wow.
then I pivoted. I said, okay, I'm going to do the first one with 30 women, but
Uh-huh.
I'm now going to pivot this into a network so that any woman can join in, and based on what she needs in her journey of building a business, whether she needs fund, whether she needs the network, whether she needs, experts, she can bring it all through a network like us, right? So
So,
that was the turning point.
I have a question. Was this free, or did they have to pay something to get into the program?
It was extremely subsidized.
Okay.
So the thing is, I truly believe that women have a lot of economic opportunity that they can unlock, right?
Okay.
When I
Yes.
look at these businesses that women are building, I don't look at them as charity. These are great,
That's why
very
I asked
scalable,
you. I agree.
very profitable
That's
businesses, right?
great. Great.
Women are not a charity case. They're actually a great way to unlock economic potential from, right?
Yes.
And the world
Yes.
needs to see that.
Yes. And yes to this, because, and I think it's time to change the way we look at helping women. They can understand that by investing themselves, whatever that is, it could be as small and tiny and anything, but just doing it brings it back
Mm,
as an energy that grows. I'm loving
absolutely.
it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've had conversations with so many investors, and albeit a lot of them are men, majorly investors still
Mhm.
today are men, though we're trying to get more women to start investing too. But all of them have agreed to me that all the companies that they've invested in that have had women have given higher returns. They've
Wow.
used capital more efficiently, and there is data to prove this, Dr. Hind.
Yes, I
So
know
it makes perfect financial and logical sense
that.
to invest in businesses and back businesses that are women led or co led.
Which means that if we follow this incredible logic that is absolutely solid because it's backed by data, women needs to trust themselves a bit more and invest in themselves when they go get a training so that they can unlock their potential as an entrepreneur. Yeah.
Absolutely. And in fact, good that you brought that point out, right? One of the things I realized in my research before I put this
Yeah.
company together, I spoke to about 1,000 odd women in the country because I wanted to understand their mindsets, their challenges. And
Yeah.
the major mindset that I realized was the women had great ideas and the companies they were building had great earning potential, but they did not believe that their ideas and they had the mindset to make it. If you ask a guy today, he'll say, yeah, my idea has $1 billion potential. You'll ask them,
Yeah,
you're
that's
like,
true.
oh.
That's yeah.
And this brings me to your
My
BAL
approach, my
method.
method.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I want to hear from you on
That's
that.
the method because the first thing that blocks women, it's their brain. They don't believe in themselves. So you got it. And that's why the method's bad method is to believe. And people's like, no, I believe. You do not. You think you believe. But in reality, there are many constraints and all things that are blocking us in our subconscious mind, and they stop us because we have not been programmed that way. So it's all about believing. You unlock that so mindset and taking action, which is the incredible thing you do because you help them take actions. They need to get the tools so that they lead their company, they lead their economy, they lead themselves. See how we get we are so aligned in this understanding.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. And that is so true, right? Once you believe,
Yeah.
you are going to be able to execute everything in such a quick and in the right manner, right? And entrepreneurship is about grabbing the opportunity at the right time, right? And
Yes. Yeah.
executing, right? It's not just about putting an idea and a vision. You need to execute it, and you need to be very smart at understanding what do I execute when, what do I pivot when, right?
Yeah.
And that's what kind of aligns with your action, right? Which
Yeah.
is the A in your method.
Yeah. And action is what you do. It's like, okay, so that no one tells you, I don't know what to do. Well, get into platforms like Incubay. Get
Yeah,
your in that. There
yeah,
are so many people that are just there to give
yeah.
you the tools. Yeah.
Absolutely. And like one of the action items that we acted on. So, so we did the first program and then we opened up the network.
Mhm.
And then I realized that, okay, you know what? Early stage funding for women was a challenge. Very little money was going in. And no matter how great my idea is, I still need money to build a business. I cannot build it without money,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And we looked at the investing fraternity, right? Like I said, most of them were men. But I
Mhm.
said, there are a lot of wealthy women, there are a lot of women who are earning money.
Mhm.
Let's get them to start investing in these women, right? I
Mhm.
mean, as a woman, you want to back another woman because you
Mhm.
maybe believe in what you're building. It could be, a solution around healthcare or products for mothers, right?
Mhm.
There are so many of these women
Mhm.
that I knew could start investing in women who were building businesses. So we launched a angel investing platform that was helping women understand how do I start startup investing, and was
Mhm.
giving them access to all these amazing founders that were building companies, right? So that also came as a great game changer because we just acted on an insight that we
Yeah.
saw.
Yeah, and you just put them all together. We have questions here about the link to the platform. We're gonna drop it late on this on the discussion. We
Yeah.
can always meet Deeksha Ahuja. I have put the LinkedIn profile for you, and I know you have everything in it as well. But I will add it to the conversation as well. So you
Yes.
can tell us what it is if it's not. very hard to remember? How do we get to your platform?
Just encubay.com, encubay.com. And, if you're on my LinkedIn, I'm very active on LinkedIn. It's a great platform, and I want to tell all the women out there to use it. We talk about small action steps.
Yeah.
Put that post, go out there, position what you're building, right? Because if you don't talk about yourself, no one is.
No one will. Absolutely right. And I think it really is about a first step. Don't wait until you have everything clear for the 100 steps you need to do so that your company works. Just
Yeah.
get clarity in the first one. And the first one is to show up and just come into the game. And you said it's a game, you got to be in it.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. It is. It is. And Dr. Hind, we were
Mm.
talking earlier about Davos, right?
Yes. Yes.
And I do want to tell you how I arrived on it, right? So
Okay.
I'm someone who learns from people.
Mhm.
So when I visit networking events or conferences, that's when I really learn, because I feel like the knowledge that you get talking to someone, like today I've spoken to you, right? So
Mm.
there's certain things that you've said that will stay with me, because it's the most animate way of learning, right? No
It is.
video can replace human interaction. And I mean, it's even better in person, right? So I'd attend a lot of conferences. We hosted a lot of networking events, and I realized that some of the major conferences globally or even in India, there were very few women, maybe sub 10%,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Yes. That's very,
You know,
and it's still the case, unfortunately.
Yes. And that's what kind of, like it stuck with me. I said,
Mm.
what can we do to get women to these forums, these decision making sessions, so that they are at the, like the center of the action, right? They're able to meet the right people, right? I mean, business is always human to human. There's no other substitute for that, right? Like
Mm.
ChatGPT can give you, your to-do list, but
That's
you
true.
as a human are going to have to break the business, right? Or build that relationship.
Yeah.
And that's when Incubate started really opening up access to global conferences and started giving, delegation opportunities to women who want to attend these forums, right? So whether it's a GITEX, which happens in Dubai,
Yes.
which is one of the large, it just happened,
This
a
week,
week
actually.
ago.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yes,
Hmm.
right? Whether it's forums like Davos during the World Economic Forum, World
Hmm.
Venture Forum in Austria, Clinton Global Initiative in New York. So as
Yeah.
Incubate, we are partners with some of these most prestigious forums, and we facilitate and give opportunities to women and to men to access these forums, right? And this year, I mean, in 2026, we're doing something very exciting in Davos. Uh,
Mm.
Something I know that we spoke about
Yeah.
just a couple of minutes ago. It's about
We are,
bringing,
some women are interested in that. So it's incredible. So tell us more. When you
yeah,
get the details, you got to tell us.
yes. So officially, the details will be out in a week, but just to give you a little bit of a teaser,
Okay.
where it's, we're maybe doing the largest convening of change makers who are women and men from the East and the West, right?
Wonderful. Hmm.
The world is changing at a very, very fast pace, right? Geopolitically, or AI, right? Or even, power shifts, right? I mean, countries like ours, right? Mine and yours, right? There's so much rapid development happening,
It's
right?
so
And
true.
there's need to put that forward, right? So Incubate is bringing together leaders who are leading that change and leading that development, right? To meet with, people from the West, right?
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
there is very, very good synergies for them to come together,
I love
for them
that.
to collaborate, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Ultimately, I was just in New York last month,
Hmm.
and was met so many entrepreneurs. We hosted a ton of events. I can
Mm.
say this to you, people are the same everywhere, right?
There we
Their
are. I agree.
challenges and
Yeah.
opportunities are also the same. So why not come together, right? And kind of dig into the power of collective.
Yeah.
That's always been a stronger goal for us, to make entrepreneurship, borderless, genderless, and
Mm.
inclusive for everyone, right? Who wants to be part of
Mm,
it.
mm.
Yeah.
I
So that's
love.
what's in Davos.
Good. So we're all excited. We have many people interested. Let's get
Mhm.
all the details. So we're gonna be watching this closely
Yes.
next
Yes.
week.
Yes.
And you have also another event that you're announcing in Dubai in November, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes. So Dubai has been over the past years really evolved as the cusp of innovation, whether it comes to tech, sustainability, and even financial markets, right? And my business partner is born and bred, and she's based in Abu Dhabi,
Okay.
right? Which is a lovely place.
Mm.
So for us, for me, Incubay's second home is Dubai and Abu
That's
Dhabi.
okay. Wow.
We are hosting two incredible events next month on the 10th and the 11th of November, right? One of them is being hosted around, the future of trends in AI,
Mm.
robotics, hardware, right? Like everything that's happening in the future. A lot of what we do is going to be done by AI and robotics, right?
Mm.
What
Mm.
are the trends in that? How is the current geopolitical scenario, supporting that? Where are the hubs of innovation? So we have a very special expert and speaker who's head some of the top robotics companies in the world. She's going to be delivering a roundtable. So if anyone is interested and in the region, they can write to us for an invite.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm.
And the second event is something we call the Wealth Circle, right? Because again, just like tech is evolving, wealth is going to take a very different definition in the next 10 years. And
Mhm.
we look at it from three ways. So one, ownership of wealth is going to women and second generation, right?
Yeah.
In the
About
next Yes, in the next 10 years, 50% global wealth will be controlled by women and next gen, and that number is huge, right? So, how does that define where the money goes in the world? Second is money is moving west to east, right? The capital of money and the concentration of money is being so much, being invested in countries like Africa, like India, like the Middle East, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So many sovereign funds are now investing, right,
That's
in
true.
these regions.
That's true. Mhm.
So the HQ or the headquarter of money is changing. And
Mm.
the next one is money is going digital, right? It's not just about traditional asset classes like, you can say stocks or real estate, right?
Real
Money is
estate. Mm.
digital, right?
Mhm.
IP created, social
Mm.
relevance, so much tokenization, right?
Royalty. Yeah. Mm.
Exactly. So, as Encubay, we are very interested and we want to lead conversations and actions on the changing facets of wealth. So, we are convening a roundtable with some of the most, you can say, prolific change makers in the Middle East
Mm.
uh, around wealth. These are private bankers, these are people running funds, family offices, and entrepreneurs, right? So, again, if someone wants to be part of it, you can write to us and we can try and see if we can send you an invite for
Amazing.
this.
Wow,
Yeah.
beautiful. This is incredible. I love the way you really take in the lead in talking about conversations and being and creating conversations that are still, people shy away from because either they're far away from it, they're like, I don't know if we belong, but just inviting people to start feeling that they could belong to conversations like this. I think that's incredible. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And whoever wants to,
Okay, my special invitation to you.
thank
You are more than welcome to join us for our Dubai programming as well as in Davos.
Thank you so much. I'm taking one of them for sure. We talked about it. So,
Absolutely.
every guest that I have, I always ask them what's their understanding of leadership and what's being a leader means to them. What is being a leader means to you as a leader today? What do
I
you
think
feel?
being a leader is just showing up every day and doing what you need to do, right? I don't think leadership is about, giving big lectures or acting a particular way. I think it's you do what you want your team to do because that's what matters the most, right? I mean, it's a small example, right? Like when we are younger, we always ape our parents, we'll always do what they're doing, right?
Mm,
Same way in an organization, your team will always act, behave, and be in the same mindset as you are. So
mm,
you have to do it rather than telling them what to do. That
Yeah.
is the bottom line is.
I love it. This is beautiful. Thank you, Sihan, for saying that. It is a very powerful conversation. You are incredible, Deeksha. You brought us so much. We feel good. I feel like we all feel empowered, and I'm sure
You
everybody.
know,
What?
yeah,
We do.
on a
We feel
nice Friday, we need that little bit extra motivation because I know the weekend is kicking in, but we still have a little bit work
we
to
still
do.
have that. And what is it better to be said and brought by authentically someone that is actually from within feeling that way? Thank you so much for your beautiful presence and energy and time and all of that. And
Thank you
congratulations
so much
for
for
the
having
impact that you're
me.
creating. Thank you.
Thank you. And I look forward to seeing you soon, Dr. Hind.
Same here. Really same here. Give you a big hug. Sending you so much love. Thank you everyone for being with us today.